What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to LFG, and today we're going to be doing another video here in the Eternal card game. We're going to be continuing with the odds and end puzzles. So in the previous video we finished the first 8, in this one we're going to do the second 8, and then after that we have 9 left, so we're almost there. Anyways, let's jump into this video. These aren't that fresh in my head because I was doing something in between these, but we're trapped, but find a way to win this turn. Alright, so we need to do 9 damage. What do we have? We have 4 damage already. 5, 6, that's 3 mana. 7, 8. Okay, so let's start with this. Let's draw 2 cards. Alright, so Firebomb, we cannot keep Firebomb at all. We're at 1, so let's put Firebomb back on top. We're going to tutor for land here. We're going to seek power. That also counts towards this. And we're seeking power now because we're going to Trailblaze to scout away the Firebomb. That's why I seek power first, because if we Trailblaze first, we won't have any power left to seek power. So let's Trailblaze. Bottom. That triggers, and then we're gonna cast Spiked Helm for 0, and that's 9. You know there's gonna be nothing there, because like I said, these decks are almost always filled with power in the puzzles. So the only one thing that was there was the Spiked Helm and the Firebomb. So let's move on to this one. End this ground stall and win this turn. The hell was this one? Okay, yeah, I remember this one. This one isn't too bad. So right off the bat, we have 2 flyers. All we need to do is get rid of Sandstorm Titan, and we can attack for lethal. These cards are irrelevant. So, Lightning Storm kills these, but Lightning Storm doesn't actually deal with the Titan. We do have Violent Gust that does 5 to a unit with flying. And we have Cobalt Acolyte. Now, Sandstorm Titan's ability does not say units lose flying. It says they can't fly, so they still retain the battle skill flying. So we're gonna go Cobalt Acolyte, and we're gonna go give Sandstorm Titan flying. Then we're gonna Violent Gust, do 5 to Sandstorm Titan because he now flies. And then we're going to use our Stormcaller to do 1 damage to him, and then attack for lethal in the air. Alright, next one. Find a way to win this turn. This one took me either 2 or 3 tries. I'm going to say it took me 3 tries. So we're going to start off with Trail Stories because, quite frankly, there's not another way to start this off. So we got to keep in mind that Frontier Jito says our units that cost 1 or less have charge. Called Ancients makes 6/6s that cost 2. So we just need to get that down to 1 and we can attack for lethal. So we'll go Trail Stories on Call of the Ancients. We'll go Call of the Ancients. So now all of the Call of the Ancients in the deck cost 2. Now there's a trap in our hand right now. If we cast Stone Shaker, all the Call of the Ancients cost 1, which means we can tutor for 1 with Crown Watch Press Gang. However, that's 8 mana. That's all our mana. We will not be able to cast it even though it only costs 1. So Sauropod Wrangler says your units with 5 power or more cost 1 less. This actually works on units that are in your deck as well. So this being in play, its effect is for your hand and your deck. So we play this now. As you can see, the cost is reduced by 1. So the Wrangler effectively did exactly what Stone Shaker is going to do for our purposes, except we have 1 power left over to cast the unit. So we can cast that for 1, and between that and the Frontier Jito, that's exactly lethal. So that way you just got to sequence right, and remember that the Stone Shaker is a trap. Alright, moving on. Find a way to win this turn. If I remember correctly, all these are not find a way to win this turn. I'm pretty sure there's one where you have to survive. This one is actually pretty easy. So we need to attack for 6 to win. We already have the 6. We just need to deal with the units. So we have Duelist. Doesn't matter which one we target. We just need to stun one of them. We need to give the other one -6 attack. And then we need to use Scare to switch its power and health. And it becomes a 6-0, which means it can't live. And we can attack for lethal. So that one's pretty simple. Alright, and we're up to the master ones. There we go. Prepare for the enemy turn and win on your next turn. So this one isn't just win this turn like most of the other ones. Alright, so we're at 4. They have 6 flying, and they also have killer. So obviously we have to play Magus of the Mist or Magus of the Mist. The problem is if we play Magus of the Mist and we polymorph one of these, all he needs to do is use killer on the Magus of the Mist to trade with it, and the dragon that this makes will also die, because it says when this guy dies, the dragon dies. So they won't be able to win, but we also won't be able to win because these cards depend on units have flying. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to play this, get our dragon, and we're going to polymorph our own unit. So the way this card works is if you exile Magus of the Mist or you silence it, the dragon does not die. He has to die for the dragon to die. So we're going to pass the turn here. He can't attack for lethal. He can't killer our flyer. And then this part is key. We're going to put this on, make it a 10-10. Talon Dive is a fast spell, and you need to play it as a fast spell here, because if you put it on now, it becomes a 12-12 with Overwhelm. If you attack with a 12-12 with Overwhelm, they're going to block with 2 units to not die, right? However, if you just attack with a 10-10, they have no reason to throw away 2 units. And this is something that would happen in a real game as well. Most times, 9 out of 10 times, someone's not going to block a 10-10 with 2 3-3s, assuming you have a trick, right? Especially in Primal. So now that they've only blocked with 1 unit, now we can give it Overwhelm. And that way we can Overwhelm for lethal. So just sequence that properly. Talon Dive after they block with 1 unit. And okay, we're almost done. These are going by pretty quick actually. Find the means to victory this turn. Oh, beautiful, beautiful Oathbreakers. Okay, so clearly our only way to win this is means to an end. So when we get to 0 cards in our deck, we get to do 25 damage. When we gain health, we discard that many cards from our deck, and we currently have 25 cards in our deck. So we can do 5, 10, 15 with Sporefolk, Mirror Image, and Dark Return. 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I may have missed one. So let's go Sportfolk. We're gonna go copy this. Just keep an eye on your mana. Then we're gonna go sacrifice one of them. That puts us down to 11. Power puts us down to 10. Dark Return puts us down to 5, and that's low enough. So we go destroy this. Puts us down to 2. Doesn't really matter what we put on top here, because it will get milled. Puts us down to 1, and then we attack with this. We gain 1 health, so we mill 1 card, and bam, 25 damage. And that puts us to the second last one. Cool. Piece together a win this turn. I actually got this one on the first try. Let's see if I can do that again. So, Talier's choice. We're going to start with this. We have 21 power. We're going to have to play everything. Attack. And we pretty much have to get this to 0. So let's go with this first. So we want to get this for full value. Hall of Lost Kings. So we're at 24, which is not full value. We're going to go drones. We're going to attack for 2. So we get to cast this again. Puts us above 25. Also gives us more units for Calais. And it triggers this more. So currently, this doesn't give us any units. We're going to go with Hall of Lost Kings at this point. Okay, and now we're going to go with Calais. So we'll play Calais. Should be a 24-24, which is exactly what we need for lethal. Excellent. We can make 5 spiders here. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to go Torrent of Spiders. It's going to drop this down to 3. We're going to go Dark Return. We're going to grab Grenade and Drone because it gets us 2 units, which is what we need for this. Cast that. That drops Witching Hour to 0. Cast Witching Hour, and if you don't know what Witching Hour does, it's going to give us 4 units. 1 with Deadly, 1 with Flying, 1 with Killer, 1 with Lifesteal. The one we need is the one with Killer to trade with this. And then we get to attack for 24. And then the final one for this video. Come out on top by winning this turn. Okay. So we have bad news in hand. Second Sight. We're going to be using Second Sight and bad news for sure. Crimson Firemaw reduce the cost of the top card of our deck by 4, which is pretty good. So we're going to go Second Sight. We're going to put bad news back on top because it has warp. We can just cast it after we reduce the cost. However, we want to use Westwind Herald to cast Bad News. So we're only going to attack with Crimson Firemaw this turn. Alright, so now this costs 2. We're going to cast it. And now we can attack for 7, and then we can put this back on top after we cast it again. So we're going to go... seven. Cast this. So these are all refreshed again, and now we're going to put Bad News back on top of our deck. We're going to attack for 7. The Firemaw is going to reduce the cost of this by 4 again. So now we get to cast it for 0. And we can attack one final time for lethal. Didn't even need to play that 6th power. And that's going to be it for this video. That is all 8 for this section. In the next one we will be doing these 8. I might just do all 9 in the next one. But yeah, we're almost done with these, and after that we can finish the 3 new ones. Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that little bell so you know when new content's coming. Thanks for watching.